Welcome back once again to howtocookwithfood.com. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel by clicking the button either above you or below you. Right, let's get on with this lovely beef and tomato curry. I've got a pan here with a touch of oil in. I'm using a sunflower oil, but go for whatever oil you like. Just going to drop in a few whole garam masala. What I've got there is some green cardamom, a few black mustard seeds, some cumin seeds and a few fennel seeds. That's the combination I'm using today. Just toss them around. They'll release their beautiful flavours into that oil and infuse it. Now our beef, this can go in right now. I've got beef chunks here, cut in kind of bite-sized pieces. And then I've got some powders, what I call the big four plus some salt. So there's equal parts there of coriander, cumin, chili and turmeric or howdy. Now I've got this on a fairly high heat. What I want to do is I want to cook this for about 4 to 5 minutes on its own. I'm going to put a lid back on here, just so we can get that beef started. It takes quite a long while to cook beef, so let's do like 4 or 5 minutes as it is like that. Then after we'll add some more ingredients like onions, chili and garlic and stuff like that. See you then. So I've just lowered the heat now. Let's take a look. I'll just get this lid off like that. And what we've just done now is we've really got all of those flavours, those beautiful herbs and spices into that meat. Now I'm going to go in with some onions. As you can see, I've cut my onions in thin strips, slices. I've got some garlic ginger paste there, which is about 50-50, finely minced garlic and ginger. And then what I'm going to do, give this a mix, keep the heat fairly low. Lid's going to go back on. And I'll be back, I reckon now in about 6 or 7 minutes. Keep your eye on it and stir it occasionally. Let us jump inside now. It's looking fantastic. Those onions are softening really nicely. The reason I've got it on a low heat is for 2 reasons. One, we still need to cook this beef quite a lot. We need to get it nice and tender. And 2, I don't want the onions to get crispy. I want them in a kind of soft, kind of white way as opposed to a kind of brown crispy way, which is exactly what we've got here. Now I'm going to add some green chili. I've not chopped this because you can pull this out later on. So there's like 3 or 4 pieces in there. They'll still do the same job as if we had chopped them. Then tomatoes. I've got some chopped tomatoes there, fresh tomatoes, which I'm not going to stir in. They've just been put on the top. Just layer them on the top, no need to stir this. Lid back on, we're still on a low heat. Let's come back in 5 minutes. Okay, let's take a look. As you can see now, these tomatoes are really soft and giving off lots of juice. Now we can give it a mix. Now if your tomatoes aren't juicy enough and don't give off enough moisture, you could add some water. Depends entirely on your tomatoes. These kind of look okay. That's a nice consistency. Got a nice masala there. Now it's all about getting this beef nicely cooked, nice and tender. So lid's going to go back on, the heat's going to go really low now. And I'm going to cook this for about 15 minutes. I just want it to be really, beautifully sort of tender, that meat. I don't want it sort of tough in any way. So depending on the cut of beef that you've used, you have to judge for yourself. But I'll be back here in about 15 minutes. I'm going to stir it a few times. If it gets too dry, I will add a touch of water, but I'll show you that if I do that. Okay then. There we are. There was no need for me to add any extra water, but you may need to. Now I'm quite happy that this meat's quite tender now. So with some very roughly chopped fresh coriander, I'm going to stir that in. Check this for salt again. We did add salt at the beginning, but check, you might need a touch more now. Mine's fine. And this, friends, is ready to go. Hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you again really soon. Bye bye.